Previously on Left Behind.
Looks like it's been here for a while. Nick, you okay? I went to go find Lucas and there's no sign of him. He's
Wait,
around
so
this
let me get this
house.
straight. You came all the way to get us, wake us up, and then not have Lucas here.
His dad, I'm pretty sure, was buried here, and lately he's been seeming a little more depressed and everything, a little before we met you guys, and he basically just comes here a lot, and I have a feeling.
Hey, Eddie.
What have I told you about calling me Eddie? It's Edward. I'm not a child.
Listen, man, we've been surviving for 2 months now. I think you better get used to it at this point.
Yeah. Right. Well, anyways, how did your hunt go?
Well, today's actually your lucky day. We're actually having a steak.
Wait, like real meat? Like
Yeah.
meat?
Yeah, like it's time for you not to be vegan.
Oh, thank God. I can't tell you the last time I had real meat. That fucking radio. All I've heard all morning is the noises from that fucking radio. It is actually annoying.
Speaking of the radio, did you ever hear back anything from Matt or Nick?
I mean, sadly no. I mean, they went on a supply run and it should have only taken them 2 days, but it's been a week and slowly losing hope.
By the way, did you hear anything back from them? Either Matt or Nick?
Well, no, I mean, everything seemed normal when they went. It just seemed like another routine supply run, but now that I look back on it, it did seem a little bit suspicious. I mean, ever since Matt got that radio fixed, it's like he wants to get out of this camp fast enough.
By the way, speaking of supplies, when was the last time you did the supply check? Just curious.
Well, I know I was supposed to do it this morning, but I forgot.
Alright, but how about I help you on this one?
I mean, if you wouldn't mind, I mean, I still need to do some repairs to the northwest fence, but I mean, I'll come straight over in a second and give you a hand with it.
All right, sounds good. Jeez, what the hell did I do with my pen? What's going on? Oh, there you are.
Right. Yep, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so how are we doing on water?
Water, we have 8 days, maybe 10 days every ration.
Okay. What about chips?
Chips. 4.5 bags.
4.5. Do we have any fresh vegetables?
I recently did just pick some. We probably have about maybe a week's worth, maybe 6 days, 7 days, give or take.
Oh, well, that's actually pretty excellent. Okay. What about planks? Like wood and anything for barricades?
Firewood. Firewood's back here. I mean, we live in a forest. We've got plenty of firewood.
Okay. I'm looking at the fuel. There is no updates for the past couple of days. How's the fuel?
I've kind of been avoiding that, but we have maybe enough for 1 or 2 days in the reserve.
Okay. Well, that's probably something we're gonna have to worry about because we have generators that need to keep this place running. So,
I mean, I believe the sedan is on maybe 40% fuel, maybe a little bit more over half tank. If we're lucky, we can get down to Moscow and we can get some fuel if it hasn't already been drained.
okay. How about we just make a trip real quick before we lose daylight? I think it's gonna be a pretty good opportunity.
Yeah, that's probably going to be priority. If you
Because
I'll
at this
grab my
point,
gear.
I just want to make sure we last throughout the night.
Yeah, I'll grab my gear and I'll meet at the car and we'll get ready.
All right.
All right, see you in a second. Looks like it's going to be night soon.
Yeah. I don't know how much you get to experience from past lives. Have you ever been to like a festival? Because, you know, growing up, I always hear people talk about, you know, I miss the festivals, I miss the parties, you know, the fun stuff, but I never get to experience it. So how was it like? Like, did you ever experience it?
I mean, I had my fair share back in the day. I went to a few little music festivals and that, but I was always the kid who you put fitness before anything else. You know, I used to do long distance running, cross country, and so many of them scenes weren't my type of thing.
So everything they write about the books and the comic books that I see, you know, on the shelves, as far as like the Christmas lights, I guess that's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you're younger, when I was a child, I used to love seeing them. I thought it was a spectacle. But as I got older, you know, a bit repetitive, and I mean, it is a nice sight, and I would give anything to see those Christmas lights one more time. But
What do you
I've got to see.
What do you miss the most? Like, if you had to go back, what do you miss the most about, you know, back then?
It's got to be the music.
The music?
I was a big music guy. Even now when I'm driving the car, I still feel like I can hear the radio. But
Give me your go-to. Give me one of your jams.
Oh, clearly it's gotta be on the road again. I can't wait to be on the road again.
Let me guess, that's somewhere around 80s, 90s, or...
Couldn't tell you. Don't know the song. Never knew the artist. Just that one little thing every time I drive. It just gets stuck in my head. I'd have to hum it to myself. I wish I took the time to learn who sang it, but I mean, maybe who knows? Maybe one day I'll just find an album in a store and I'll finally get to know who sang that song. Maybe I'll finally learn the words.
I always wanted to ask you. I know you're taking care of Nick like one of your own sons, but did you actually have a son before, or a daughter, or just kid in general?
I always wanted kids. I had a missus, but she was still back in the UK, and I had to leave. I had to come over here for the new job, and never really got around to settling down. But I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't have kids. I'm glad I didn't bring them into this world that it's become now.
Well, Nick genuinely seemed to be happy having you by his side, I guess. So that's a plus. You would have been a great father, that's for sure.
Nick was a good kid, but he wasn't built for this world. He was too reckless. He's seen everything as fun and games, and although that is something worth having, and sometimes you do want to feel like a kid again, especially in a world like this, but sometimes you just didn't know when to put his head down and put on a straight face.
Holy shit, there's so many of them here.
I know. I mean, maybe it would have been safer going to the city, because this looks like a fucking war zone.
I say we drove all the way this way. Might as well just make this count. Should we split one by one, or
I mean, the fuel reserve is right there. If we take it slow, we take it quiet, we do this properly, I reckon we might just make it out alive.
I got you. Okay. Don't panic, Lucas. I got you. Okay. I'm gonna be behind the tree, but technically I'm still right behind you, if that makes sense.
You don't sound confident.
I said just don't listen.
Alright, keep an eye out. I got something special in the car.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Just trust me. Perfect. Alright, time to take some heads off.
Alright, Lucas. Well, it's either him or zombies. It can't be that hard, right? Oh, jeez. Dude, there's way too many of them. Please don't spook them. The last thing you want to have is about 500 of those creatures just running at you. Oh, jeez. Every time you swing that pickaxe, it just makes me freaking terrified, dude. What the hell? Oh, that was close. What? Jeez. Okay, I think I can breathe. Oh, you're welcome, bud. Well, that's what I'm here for.
Right, let's get out of here.
So should we be looking at Moscow since, you know, last time that's where Matt and Nick were?
I mean, it is close by, but I mean, I don't know anymore. Like, I don't even know if they're gonna be there.
I think it would be worth the time.
I don't know. I mean, we can always. It is worth looking. We've got nothing else better to do, but.
Sir, we have an emergency. I repeat, we have an emergency.
Go ahead, Bravo 737.
It appears as if the radio 00215 in the northern part of Russia just came on. Requesting further action, sir.
This can't be right.
Sir, this is real. I'm standing right next to it.
Seems like our gods finally responded to our prayers. There's only one person who's capable of doing this.
Sir, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I want you to head out that way, place traps, throw nails on the road in case our subject appears to be on the road, check nearest checkpoints, get our access to local cameras, and eliminate the target. Make sure nobody finds them.
Roger that.
It's time to play a game, my dear friend. Matthew McCarthy.